Good afternoon and welcome to the Champions Boat League. After 10 gripping race days, it's the tropical titans who have been literally unstoppable, consistently maintaining their top position. But in the last race, it was the coast dominators who jumped from the 4th to the 3rd place. Will there be another shift in the points table today on race day 11 at another scenic venue in the backwaters of Kerala?
11 exciting weeks culminate into a fever pitch as the 9 kings of the backwaters square off at Monroe Island here at Kallada in Kollam district. We have travelled across the length and breadth of the state of Kerala to come to one of the most scenic and, in my opinion, idyllic locations in all of Kerala. I am Agran Prakash and along with me is Prasanna Sant.
What a venue this is, absolutely top class in Kallada, the Kollam district in Kerala. Race day 11 of the Champions Boat League 2019, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE Steel and HDFC Bank. Ticketing partner Book My Show, radio partner Club FM. What a journey this has been, Agrim. We are on race day 11 and with every venue we say beautiful, more beautiful, even more beautiful as the 9 teams are battling it out hard to win the Champions Boat League.
Most beautiful of all have to be the 9 teams and their excited and colourful fans spanning the length and breadth of our magnificent state. And as we come to the 11th day, things remain pretty much the same. The rules are the same as they have been for the past 10 weeks. It's all about playing it fair, playing it fast, playing it hard.
Oh yes, absolutely. A total prize money worth 5.9 crores. And the race day format, as always, 3 heats and 3 group finals. Everyone will be vying for that Group A final and to win that top place in the Group A final.
But it's not just about making the best of the time that you're given. Sometimes what happens is there are faults on the sides of each of the teams and that cost them not just points but time. For instance, recently there was a 5-second dress code violation for the Backwater Knights, if I'm not mistaken, for having worn the wrong jersey or rather failing to wear the correct jersey, and a lane violation for the Backwater Warriors who had to go in and attack their competitors and change lanes, and that cost them 5 seconds. And every second, as we know, matters here at the Champions Boat League.
Oh yes, absolutely important 5-second penalty there for the lane violation for the Backwater Warriors. It's so important to follow the rules, to be disciplined, and any form of lane cutting or lane violation will result into a 5-second time penalty, and that's what exactly happened with the Backwater Warriors. But once again, excellent atmosphere and crowds turning up in huge numbers at race day 11 of the Champions Boat League.
Teamwork makes the dream work, as they say, and we know that this is the world's largest team sport with over 100 rowers on each of these boats.
Absolutely, and look at the synchrony, look at the understanding, and it's a boat which varies in length from 36 to 42 meters, and when you look at this, you know the magnanimity and how difficult it is to coordinate, where you have the front rowers who will paddle on both sides and every rower has a role that is clearly defined.
Truly, the front or the helmsmen, as we like to call them, are the ones who steer the boat in a particular direction and give the tempo, and the middle oarsmen behave like the engine, sort of edging the boat forward towards that finish line, while right at the back they are the ones who steer the boat in the right direction. So there's direction, there's purpose, and there's power. That is snakeboat racing for you.
At the end, there's harmony everywhere among all these rowers, rowing for a win, with rhythmic music that provides all that energy to the rowers to keep going for the length of the racetrack. And what beautiful visuals these are, where each boat is a wonderful display of not only colors but understanding, unity and a lot of harmony. But this is how the points table looks like after the last race. It was the course dominators who jumped from the 4th to the 3rd position, whereas the Mighty Oars slipped from the 3rd to the 4th, but the Tropical Titans have maintained their top position as always, Agrim.
As we look at the colorful mass drill, the teams are getting set at this point of time to fight it out for the 2nd and 3rd positions, because it's pretty evident that the top pole position goes to just one team, but that does not mean that the other teams are out of the competition. And like every other race, this race too has a unique and probably the greenest racetrack on earth, as you like to call it, Prasanna.
Yes, the greenest racetrack on earth, a depth of 25 feet, wind today is 11 kilometers per hour, a distance of 1 kilometer, temperature 30 degrees Celsius. But once again, the depth and the current will determine what is going to be the plan, what is going to be the strategy of these rowers. We've had varying depths all through these backwaters, as deep as 40 feet. Last time we had 10 feet, but this time it's 25 feet, as it is the draw of lanes for the heats on race day 11 at Kallada. Mr. Binu Karunakaran, the president of Monroe, through to Panchayat, and Mr. D. Girish Kumar, the Deputy Director of the Department of Tourism District Office, Kollam, just doing the draw of lanes to let us know who are going to be the 3 teams to fight, to clash in heat number 1.
And for heat number 1, it is the oddball matchup with the Backwater Ninjas facing it off with the Backwater Warriors and the Tropical Titans, as they are off for an exciting heat number 1 here at the Kallada River. It looks like it's David versus Goliath.
Oh yes, it's going to be. Yesterday in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, it was Meghalaya who beat Mumbai in the T20 format. Can there be an upset in the heats here? Only time will tell. But once again, the table toppers, the Tropical Titans, in the scenic backwater venue here in the district of Kollam, have once again raced past their opponents in the middle track. The table toppers, the double T's as we like to call them, Agrim, the Tropical Titans, are maintaining their pole position.
Current leaders and leaders throughout, the Tropical Titans are, like you said, table toppers, and their titanic teamwork in display here as they leave behind the competition, biting their dust in wake turbulence, nearly 1.5 boat lengths behind them. The Tropical Titans taking a clear lead, showing them what it means to be champions.
Absolutely, they are real champions. Look at that dedication, look at the determination, irrespective of what they are playing, which opponent they are clashing against. They know that they want to win, and they have done this in heat 1. As always, thanking the Almighty, they have been the most consistent team in the inaugural edition of the Champions Boat League. Once again, just outpowering their opponents. A clock timing of 3 minutes and 51.71 seconds. Behind them were the Backwater Ninjas, followed by the Backwater Warriors. Once again, top class speed from the Tropical Titans. We will come back on the other side of the break with heat number 2 and heat number 3. Welcome back to the Champions Boat League, and what colors these are. Colors of the right combination and a great mix is what the Champions Boat League has been.
And when we talk about combination, we have to talk about the fabric that weaves the state of Kerala together. The choir. Choir is probably one of the most unique pieces of fabric that you can find anywhere in the world.
Absolutely, Kerala is the home of the Indian coir industry. The coconut fiber extracted from the coconut husks is used for making this coir. Around 400 products exported to more than 100 countries, and the coir making provides employment to around 4 lakh people of which, interestingly, 84% are women. So wonderful to know about such different and varying cultures of God's own country.
And when we talk about this, it's all about excitement and energy here at...
Well, that is a great experience in the last 10 championships, CBL championships, and we have kept a very good position in the second place.
We have beaten Tropical Titans, but after Marine Drive we are already disappointed in Kottapuram, so our graph is down. When now we can up about first place, we trying to second place. Our competition in Karichal and just NCDC.
यूबीसी को फाइट देने वाले खाली एनसीडीसी है इंशाल्लाह हम विन करके रहेंगे
According to the power application and the strength of the team, our team is a little bit better than all other Mighty Oars and other coast dominators.
കേരള പോലീസാണ് കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷമാണ് ഈ വള്ളംകളി പിടി വന്നത്. അവർ വള്ളംകളി എന്താണെന്ന് അറിയാത്ത ആൾക്കാരും അവർ വന്ന് പരിശീലനം ചെയ്ത് ഞാൻ നോക്കി ഇപ്പോൾ കേരള പോലീസാണ് ഒരു ടീം.
Our team would be a consistent one, and a regular practice would give us much confidence to maintain our league.
The heat is on for the second and the third position, but if you just have a look at the last three races, we'll know that the Tropical Titans and the Raging Rose have been quite consistent, but the Coast Dominators and the Mighty Oars have had mixed outings. But it's the Backwater Ninjas on the 9th position who did really well in the previous race, so we are expecting a shift in the table today. Is that going to be a reality?
Well, as I always like to say, this could be anyone's race. Even now, there is a contender for the second and third position, but as we go to Heat 2 between Thunder Oars, Mighty Oars and Coast Dominators, we have to see who will post the fastest time of the day. Remember, this is not just a race against each other, but a race against time, as they are off the line trying to beat what has been so far the best time of the day. 3 minutes, 51 seconds and 71 microseconds posted by the Tropical Titans.
Oh yes, the Thunder Oars, the Mighty Oars and the Coast Dominators. The Thunder Oars in lane 1, the one that is closer to you on the screen starting from right. The Mighty Oars in green have just taken a slight lead against their opponents, the Coast Dominators. But once again, in breathtaking views of the backwaters of Kerala in the Kollam district, it is the Mighty Oars who are taking the lead in this particular heat number 2 of the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE, still an HDFC Bank, ticketing partner Book My Show, radio partner Club FM.
And they're neck and neck. It's between the Mighty Oars and the Coast Dominators as they edge towards the finish line. And the Thunder Oars bringing in the rear. But this looks like a tight one. Maybe this will be a photo finish. Will it be the Mighty Oars? Will it be the Coast Dominators? Will it be might personified or domination all around? That is what remains to be seen. But currently it looks like by the fraction of a hairline, it is the Mighty Oars, and they push towards that finish line, having lost out on the fastest time of the day, but probably the fastest heat of this group.
Oh yes, absolutely, and that's where the Mighty Oars just managed to escape past the Coast Dominators, and it looks like they've clocked a good timing in this heat, but could not beat the timing of the Tropical Titans, who've clocked for 3 minutes and 51.7 seconds. But here it is the Mighty Oars who have won heat 2, clocking a time of 4 minutes and 2.17 seconds, and behind them were the Coast Dominators, followed by the Thunder Oars. So that was an exciting heat number 2.
Hi, I am Ajit Kodula, Backwater Knights, Gabriel Chundamalathinte, ഒന്നാം തോഷിക്കാരനാണ്. ഒന്നാം തോഷിക്കാരനടുത്തുനിന്നാണ് പുറകിലോട്ടുള്ള തുഴയെല്ലാം പോകുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് ഫ്രണ്ടിൽ നിന്ന് കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് താളം കിട്ടിയാലേ പുറകിലോട്ടുള്ള ആ റിതം കറക്റ്റ് ആകത്തുള്ളൂ. രണ്ട് സൈഡും ഒരേപോലെ തുഴയാൻ പറ്റുന്നവരാണ് ഒന്നാം തുഴയ്ക്ക് ഇരിക്കുന്നത്. പിന്നെ വള്ളം ചരിയുമ്പോഴൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ബാലൻസ് ഉള്ളവർക്ക് അവിടെ ഇരിക്കാൻ പറ്റത്തുള്ളൂ. നാൾ മുതൽ ടി വിയിലാണ് വള്ളംകളി കാണുന്നത് ആദ്യമായിട്ട്. പിന്നെ അതൊരു ആവേശമായി വള്ളംകളിയിലേക്ക് വരാൻ തുടങ്ങിയപ്പോൾ പിന്നെ ഒരു ഭ്രാന്ത് പോലായി. ഞാൻ കൊല്ലം ജില്ലയിലായിരുന്നു. അതുകൊണ്ട് കല്ലട വള്ളംകളിയിൽ മാത്രം സ്കൂളിൽ പഠിക്കുന്ന സമയം തൊട്ട് ചെറുവള്ളത്തിലൊക്കെ മത്സരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നതായിരുന്നു. 2013-ലും 14-ലും ജീസസ് ഫുട്ബോൾ ക്ലബ്ബിൽ കളിച്ചു. പിന്നീട് അങ്ങോട്ട് ഫുള്ള് ജോഷി കവലത്തിൻ്റെ കൂടെയാണ് കളിച്ചത്. എൻ്റെ ഹോബി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ വള്ളംകളി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ പിന്നെ ഫുട്ബോൾ കളിക്കാൻ പോകും. മാത്രമേ ഹോബിയായിട്ട്. CBL നമ്മളിപ്പം പോയിൻ്റ് അടിസ്ഥാനത്തിൽ 5ാം സ്ഥാനത്തേക്കുവാണെങ്കിലും ട്രോപ്പിക്കൽ ടൈറ്റൻസ് അവരെ നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും തോൽപ്പിക്കണം.
Kallada, Kollam, born and raised. That was Ajit Kodivilla, and this is probably, in my opinion, Prasanna, the significance of the Champions Boat League, an international race with a local flavour.
Definitely, we are now ready for Heat 3. Pride Chasers in Track 1. In Track 2, the Raging Rovers, and the Backwater Knights in Track 3 as we go by the third heat on race day 11 of the Champions Boat League. Lane 1, it's the Pride Chasers. Lane 2, Raging Rovers. And in Lane 3, the Backwater Knights. So with their boat named Gabriel, who is it going to be? But once again, the Raging Rovers from the Police Boat Club have managed to just take that narrow lead. But it's going to be a close finish, looks like, from the visuals here.
Absolutely, in my opinion, if I were to put my money on a team that could give the Tropical Titans a run for their money today, it would be the Raging Rovers. And they're really pushing forward. Remember, they are probably the leanest team here in this entire race. Just 85 oarsmen on that boat, mind you, compared to 100 or 120 in each of those other boats. And what does that mean? Well, simply put, it means they're a lean, mean fighting machine who have less weight to carry, less baggage to carry, and more power to push forward.
And they're also a new team to this format, to this particular concept of boat racing, and they're putting in all the efforts that they have. And once again, they're beating their other two opponents, and they've taken a strong lead. When they started, they just had a marginal lead, but now they've got the speed, they've got the rhythm, and with that momentum, they know that it is for them to win this heat and then put their hands up to clash in the Group A finale.
As they edge towards that finish line, there is an entire boat length almost between the policemen and the Pride Chasers, while the Backwater Knights bring in the rear. It is indeed the Raging Rovers who have raged against the time, but not enough to beat double T standards that we have here at CBL with a time of 4 minutes and 51 microseconds. They have missed out on pole position by just 5 seconds. See, look at the amount of time that it takes. And when you speak about time, if you have the time, join us on social media, on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. This is excitement, this is energy, this is the Champions Boat League. Welcome back to the colourful festival and riot of camaraderie and companionship that is the Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSAV Still, HDFC Bank, along with our ticketing partners Book My Show and our radio partners Club FM.
What a lovely event this is, the Champions Boat League 2019 in the inaugural edition. It has got such a lovely response, such a thunderous response. Once again, attendance today, 86,212 live from Kollam. We are bringing you these wonderful and really glorious pictures which tells you how popular boat racing is and how people have responded to the Champions Boat League. Race day 11, if you were just to look at the heats, the top 3 teams will clash in the Group A finale. The Tropical Titans once again with a lovely timing of 3 minutes and 51.71 seconds, followed by the Raging Rovers and the Mighty Oars, as everyone is now looking with eagerness to get the Group C finale started. In Track 1, it's going to be the Backwater Warriors. In Track 2, the Backwater Ninjas. And in Track 3 are going to be the Thunder Rose.
This is excitement. This is energy. This is the Champions Boat League. And as we get set for yet another exciting race here on the penultimate race day of this inaugural Champions Boat League, you can see that the numbers are a testament to the fact that snakeboat racing, which has already been popular in all of Kerala, has gone to a new level. We've really raised the bar on what can be considered a standard sport.
A standard sport, international sport, has a global accreditation to it, as we are all set for the Group C final. In track 1, the Backwater Warriors; in track 2, the Backwater Ninjas; and in track 3, the Thunder Oars. Everyone ready, as the officials will just let us know what's a good time to just start the Group C final. Yeah, Agrim, you were saying about how it has been a sporting carnival over the last 11 days. We've gone through the length and breadth of Kerala, and not only is this a sport, but it also takes us through the natural beauty of Kerala through these backwaters.
See, in my opinion, the Champions Boat League is a sporting league, but snakeboat racing for the people of Kerala is an emotion. It's a sense of camaraderie, a sense of pride, and a sense of energy. That energy just precipitating there at the starting line, and they are off for a Group C final between the Backwater Warriors in dark blue, the Backwater Ninjas in purple, and the Thunder Oars in red. Who will take away the coveted prize in the Group C final?
It's a 1 kilometer greenest racetrack on earth, a depth of 25 feet. It's windy. It was sunny when we started, slightly not as sunny as it was when we started, but once again, it's the shine, it's the glow of all these players, of all these rowers. But the winner in this race, in this Group C final, will take home 3. The first runner-up will take 2, and the second runner-up will take 1. So the winner of this Group C final will take home 3 welcome points.
Well, they say little drops of water make up the mighty ocean, and these points, every single one of these points, count for something. At the end of the day, despite the fact that these teams are probably at the bottom of the table here right now, there is no lack of energy, there is no lack of enthusiasm amongst these oarsmen. Look at the enthusiasm and energy and vigor with which they are pushing forward. In fact, it reminds me of an old Tennysson poem that I once remember reading back in college. It says, "Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and never to yield."
Yes, it's not over till it's over. Backwater Warriors, the Backwater Ninjas, and the Thunder Oars are in keen pursuit to win this Group C final and take 3 points. The Backwater Boys, the Backwater Warriors, the Backwater Ninjas, and the Backwater Knights haven't had the best of outings, but there's a learning. There's always a lesson to be learned, and in these breathtaking visuals, these 3 teams are fighting it out hard, but it's a close battle between the Backwater Warriors and the Backwater Ninjas, as Agrim, you like to call them as the Backwater Boys.
Absolutely, Prasanna. You win some and you learn some. And at this point in time, it looks like it's the Backwater Warriors who are taking the lead, but giving them a close run for their money is the Backwater Ninja team in purple in the middle track. This could be anyone's race at this point in time as we reach that halfway mark. And you know, it's very difficult to tell where the halfway mark is when you look at a track like this. And it's all about having seen the track for so long and understanding this is where certain markers are. A certain tree looks this way, a certain buoy looks in a certain color, and that's how you identify where they've reached.
Oh yes, what you can do is just mark a particular coconut tree, which tells you that, okay, this is the exact half-kilometer mark, and then you know that there's another half-kilometer to go by. But now it's slightly changing within track 2. The Backwater Ninjas in the middle track are slightly taking that lead, but it's a seesaw contest. It's you catch, I catch, and it's that particular situation where it's going to be a real photo finish, a real close finish. But the current leaders are the Backwater Ninjas in the middle track.
As the Backwater Ninjas edge to the finish line, you can hear the excitement in the crowd as they reach that finish line. The crowd at the finish line going wild, welcoming their favorite team. This is the beauty of snakeboat racing. It doesn't matter whether you're on top of the table, you're the bottom of the table. What matters is your team is out there playing and you cheer for them loud and clear.
Whenever there's a race, Agrim, the coaches will always tell you, preserve your energy, conserve your energy. keep it for the last few kilometers, keep it for the last meters, and this is what the rowers will now be doing. With the half-kilometer racetrack already done and inching towards the finishing mark, now is the time to shift gears, now is the time to accelerate and reach that finishing point at the earliest time possible.
The rhythm makers really pounding their soundboards as the backwater ninjas take the lead in rhythmic style here at the Kallada River. The confluence of both Kallada and Ashtamudi. This historic venue is not new to snakeboat racing. In fact, for eons now, snakeboat racing has been a part of the culture of Monroe Island.
Historic, iconic and beautiful. That's how we would like to describe, but this is a grand performance from the Backwater Ninjas. They have done it well. It was a close fight between the Backwater Ninjas and the Backwater Warriors, but they managed to keep that rhythm, they managed to keep that momentum, and that's where they have just edged past to K that yes, we have reached the finishing point first and take home 3 points.
But have they done it with discipline? We will only find out once we get the official scores from the race committee, and if they are awarded a 5-second penalty, that means something has gone wrong. But at this point in time, it looks like it was a clean race through and through.
It looked like that, but if you were just to have a quick look at the replay of that particular heat that we just now had, the Group C final that we just had a look at, it was the Backwater Ninjas who maintained that lead, and when they knew that the finishing point was closer, they just accelerated, and that's where it looks like they have reached the finishing point first. But as you said, let's wait for an official verdict where they'll tell us who the winner is in the Group C finale.
Beauty all round here at the Kallada backwaters as fans wait eagerly for their favorite team, and it is indeed the Backwater Ninjas who have taken it with 4 minutes 11 seconds in loose change, leaving the competition behind by an entire 3 seconds. And the Thunderos, dismal performance nevertheless at this penultimate race here in Kallada.
Not the best of days for the Thunderos, but a lot of lessons as we will come back with the Group B and A finale. Welcome back to the sporting spectacle of the Champions Boat League, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE Steel and HDFC Bank, ticketing partner Book My Show, radio partner Club FM. We just had the Group C finale where it was the Backwater Ninjas who took home 3 points. We are all set for the Group B and Group A finale. But before we go on to that, let's get more insights on the Backwater Knights team profile.
നമ്മുടെ ടീമിലിപ്പോൾ കൊല്ലം ജില്ലയിൽ നിന്ന് ആളുണ്ട്, ആലപ്പുഴയിൽ നിന്നുണ്ട്, മലപ്പുറത്ത് നിന്ന്, പിന്നെ കോട്ടയമുണ്ട്, മണിപ്പൂരീസ് ഉണ്ട്. നല്ല ശക്തമായ ടീമാണ്. വിചാരിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമുക്ക് ജയിക്കാൻ പറ്റും.
ആദ്യം മോശം ടീമായിരുന്നു, ഇപ്പം നല്ല ടീമായി വരികയാണ്. ഇപ്പം നിലവിൽ 5ാം സ്ഥാനത്താണ് നിൽക്കുന്നത്. എങ്കിലും അടുത്ത കളിക്ക് ജയിക്കാനുള്ള ശ്രമത്തിലാണ് ഞങ്ങൾ നടക്കുന്നത്. രാവിലെ 5 മണിയാകുമ്പോൾ കുട്ടി എഴുന്നേക്കും, വർക്കൗട്ട് ചെയ്തതിനു ശേഷം മുട്ടയും പാലും കഴിച്ച് വള്ളത്തിൽ കയറി ട്രെയിൻ എടുക്കുന്നു. ഒരു 1.5 മണിക്കൂറോളം, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ വൈകുന്നേരം 2 മണിക്കൂറോളം വെള്ളത്തിൽ തന്നെ ട്രെയിനിങ് ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ്.
അടുത്ത കളിയിൽ എങ്ങനെയെങ്കിലും നമുക്ക് ജയിക്കണം, ജയിച്ചിരിക്കും.
On your screen is Ajit Khudivilla, leading oarsman or steersman of the Backwater Knights. If you look at the way he's poised and ready to go, you will see that his body is bent at an almost 80-degree angle, edging to getting ready to tear down the water and letting one straight through that starting line. And on the Group B start list, we have Backwater Knights versus Coast Dominators and Pride Chasers.
What beautiful information that we got from the Backwater Knights, so where we heard about how their routine is. Getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning, close attention to diet, close attention to your rigorous workouts, the routine that you have. It's so important in sports to be so disciplined and follow a particular routine, as we are all set for the Group B final. Backwater Knights in lane 1, Coast Dominators in lane 2, and the Pride Chasers in lane 3. Lane 1 is the one that is closer to your screen from the right, and it's going to be the Backwater Knights in sky blue, the Coast Dominators in orange, and the Pride Chasers in a dark green. As once again today on race day 11, it's a huge turnout to motivate and support their favorite teams in Kollam.
Nearly 100,000 people from across Kerala and across the world at the edge of their seats, getting ready to witness that Group B final, and they're off like a bullet from a gun. It's the Backwater Knights in sky blue on lane 1, the Coast Dominators in orange on lane 2, and the Pride Chasers in dark green farthest away from your screen and on lane 3. Who will it be? Will it be Knights in shining armor, or will it be Dominance from the Dominators, or will it be Pride Chasers chasing their bride?
Well, there's a lot of preparation, there's a lot of practice, there's a lot of planning that goes behind all these teams. But in this particular race, the winner gets 6 points in Group B. The first runner-up 5 points, the second runner-up 4 points. The winner in this Group B finale will be vying for that 6 points. But no matter how much you plan, no matter how much you practice, all that matters, Agrim, is the way you execute it on a particular race day, as what has been displayed by the Tropical Titans.
I believe it was Voltaire who said, man plans and God laughs, and there is something that we have to consider in snakeboard racing also, the forces of nature. Strong undercurrents, humidity, precipitation, all of these are factors that will determine how well a particular team can perform, and how well a team has adjusted or acclimatized itself to these factors will be what determines a good team from a great team.
Absolutely, and in lane 1 here, the Backwater Knights. In lane 2, the Coast Dominators and Pride Chasers in track 3. We've also spoken about the conditions, the course conditions that we've been speaking about. The depth also, Agrim, plays a big role in Kayamkulam. The depth was just 10 feet. Here today in Kollam at the Kallada River, the depth is 25 feet. So there again, you have to change your plans, you have to change your strategies, and once again, you have to execute it at these backwaters.
Absolutely, Prasanna. In fact, it's like in cricket, when you have a certain kind of pitch, you have to have a certain kind of strategy. Similarly, when you have a certain kind of racetrack here, you have to have a certain strategy to combat those forces of nature. And at the end of the day, that is what determines success for each of these teams. One of the teams that has been prolific in doing so has been the Raging Rovers. They have a different strategy, a different rowing style for each of their races. And at the same time, if you look at the Mighty Oars, they had a dismal performance in the previous race. And that happened purely because of the fact that they completely misjudged the depth and the still water of the previous track.
It's so important to read the conditions well, but currently reading the conditions well are the Coast Dominators. They are the current leaders, but it's going to be a close fight between the Coast Dominators and the Pride Chasers. The Pride Chasers in dark green, the Coast Dominators in orange, and the Backwater Knights in sky blue. And when you look at these visuals, you just feel as if it's a computer game that you're playing, but that's not a computer game. It is actually these oarsmen who are rowing in incredible synchrony, and these are visuals which make the Champions Boat League so exciting and so wonderful.
Almost like the pistons of an engine, each of those arms just going at it in synchronicity. There is no better word to explain what they're doing. It's clockwork, for lack of a better word. Clockwork, that's what it looks like. Look at that. This has got to be a spectacle that parallels no other. Nowhere in the world would there be such synchronicity amongst so many people.
There's coordination, there's harmony, there's rhythm, there's music, there's energy, there's enthusiasm, what not in the Champions Boat League here in the backwaters of Kerala. But currently in the middle track, it is the men in orange, the Coast Dominators, who are coasting towards a win in the Group B final. They are eager to get those 6 points on the board.
But giving them a run for their money will be the Backwater Knights in sky blue, holding true to what they said earlier today, saying that they will at all costs try their best to win today's race. And if you look, you can see that there is immense pressure for what could be a photo finish. This looks like it has been the Coast Dominators, however.
The course dominators, once again a shift that they made so precisely at the last instance. They knew they had a lead, but they were being chased down by the other two, that is the Backwater Knights and the Pride Chasers. But the course dominators did not lose their track, they did not lose their focus, and that's where they rode really hard, and that's where they finished ahead of their other two opponents.
Well, this has got to be one of the most exciting Group B finals that I had the fortune of seeing here in my 11 weeks at the Champions Boat League. And fans, as you can see, braving it all to witness what can be called a one-of-a-kind spectacle here at the Champions Boat League in Kallada.
It's a spectacle, and how wonderful and how magnificent it is, where if you want to watch these visuals, you can actually sit on a boat and watch it, not from the typical stands that you sit and watch, but you can sit on a boat right on the banks of these backwaters and get the first-hand visuals. That's how fascinating this is, and these are visuals worth seeing from the backwaters, and these are the backwaters here at the Kallada River in the Kollam district. But here are the coast dominators who coasted to a strong finish.
Well, as awesome as watching it from a boat is, what you would miss out if you were not on a boat, or if you were on a boat in fact, would be the cultural diversity of the Champions Boat League. That being said and done, it is the coast dominators who have dominated once again, coasting through that finish line. As Prasanna put it, 4 minutes and 2 seconds, not enough to beat the best time of the day, which still belong to the Golden Boys of the Champions Boat League.
The Tropical Titans once again today have clocked the best time, but don't go anywhere. We come back on the other side with the Group A finale. Welcome back to the Champions Boat League 2019 here in the backwaters of Kerala, coloured by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE Steel and HDFC Bank, ticketing partner Book My Show, and our radio partners Club FM, as we are all set for the Group A final, where the winner will take home 10 points. The Group A startless finale, Tropical Titans in track 1, Mighty Oars in track 2, the Raging Rovers in track 3. Do we have another winner on race day 11 in the district of Kollam? Only the next couple of minutes will tell us. But everyone is saying that can there be a new winner today who can beat the Tropical Titans?
Despite the fact that the Tropical Titans are the Golden Boys of the Champions Boat League, this is indeed a clash of the Titans between the Raging Rovers, the Mighty Oars and the Tropical Titans. Will it be the Golden Boys once again? Will it be might personified, the Mighty Oars, or will it be the lean, mean fighting machine, the Raging Rovers? Will it be the discipline of the policemen, the might of the Mighty Oars, or table-topping success formula? What will it be?
How sport is a great leveler. In the last race, the Mighty Oars had slipped from the 3rd to the 4th position. But now the Mighty Oars are here in the Group A final, as we've just begun the Group A finale. In track 1, that is closer to your screen from your right, are the Tropical Titans. In the middle lane are the Mighty Oars in green, and far away are the Raging Rovers in pink. But once again, in the first 10 seconds, it is the Tropical Titans who have taken the lead, and this is what is so amazing, and this is what is been the highlight of the Tropical Titans, the way they just take that lead, and they are now in strong contention to take those 10 points.
Shooting like a stream of water jetting out of a faucet, they just threw that front, and it looks like the Tropical Titans are clearly getting a good margin between them and the competition.
Agrim, when you go to buy a car, you ask, how's the pickup? How much time does it take to reach 100 kilometers per hour? And we should do a research on what's the pickup speed of the Tropical Titans boat here, the Nadubagam, because the way they get that lead, the way they just surge past their opponents in the first 10 to 20 seconds is surreal. It's so hard to believe, but that's what champions are all about. They don't do different things, they do things in a different way.
Prasanna, we've always taken pride in the fact that the Champions Boat League is India on a boat. Indians from far and wide coming together to race at these idyllic locations. But what should be noted about the Tropical Titans in particular is that this is India on a boat, but this is also young India on a boat. While other teams have an age range varying from 18 to 70, most of these racers are between the age of 18 to 30. Below the age of 30, that's what most of these racers are, and that in fact is the average age of the nation of India today. So the Tropical Titans are indeed India on a boat.
India on a boat, and that talks about the youth of India, where you have all these people who are closer to the age group of 30. They have the energy, they have the exuberance, they have the endurance, and with all that power, along with the practice and planning that they do, the synchrony is absolutely amazing, and that is what is showing in the results so far. 143 points. This is the 11th race, but they have lost only once. And even now, even today, they have clocked the fastest timing of 3 minutes and 51.71 seconds. And even in this Group A finale, they are closing in to get those 10 points. The 5 points for the bonus points for clocking the fastest timing. If they get another 15 points, they go on to that point region of 158.
But let's not discount the competition here. Usually, when the Tropical Titans take off, they leave an entire boat length or a boat length and a half between them and the competition. But today, it seems like the Mighty Oars and the Raging Rovers are both saying, enough is enough. We are not going to be discriminated. We are not going to feel left out from the competition. This is not going to be the Tropical Titans versus time. This is going to be the Tropical Titans versus the other two teams.
It is definitely, and that's what the fight is all about. It's for the second and the third position, not only in the Group A finale, but in the points table of the Champions Boat League, because the Tropical Titans have gone far ahead, but the competition has been close all through the 11 races, and especially in this Group A finale, it's the Tropical Titans who have got the lead, yes, but not as big a lead as they have been used to getting in the heats or in the previous Group A finale, and that's where the credit needs to be given to the Mighty Oars in the middle track, and on track 3, the Raging Rovers in pink.
Well, Prasanna, as we earlier said, you win some or learn some, and clearly the competition has been learning some. Watching the Tropical Titans perform for these past 10 weeks, they probably have unlocked the secret of their success. But whatever said and done, it's gold for gold once again.
It's gold for gold. The golden boys of the Champions Boat League, the Tropical Titans from the Palathurthi Boat Club, have once again not only clocked the fastest timing, but they have also emerged winners in the Group A finale. So the winning team in Group A finale gets 10 points. For the fastest timing, get 5 bonus points. That makes it a perfect Saturday once again for the boys, for the men in gold, the Tropical Titans.
That being said and done, the Mighty Oars and Raging Rovers, it looks to be seen which one of them have clocked in the fastest time, because that could really upset the second and third positions on that points table, and that could make the difference between night and day for these teams, because remember, there's 5.9 crore Indian rupees in the reckoning here at CBL, and that 5.9 crore rupees is not just for the fastest team of the day or the fastest racer of all of the league. Also, for second and third, there are coveted prices involved.
Coveted prizes for this coveted Champions Boat League. We take a quick break, and on the other side we come back with the results of the Group A finale, followed by the presentation on the other side of the Champions Boat League. But we are ready with the results of the Group A finale. The Tropical Titans once again winning that, clocking 3 minutes and 43.91 seconds, followed by the Raging Rovers and the Mighty Oars. Once again, an incredible performance from the Tropical Titans. Well done to the men in gold. Welcome back to the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac, co-sponsored by KSFE Steel and HDFC Bank, ticketing partner Book My Show, radio partner Club FM. Once again, it has been the Tropical Titans who have dominated race day 11 here at the Kallada backwaters in the district of Kollam, in the backwaters of Kerala. Once again, phenomenal performance from the Tropical Titans, but it's now time for the presentation ceremony.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the presentation ceremony of Race 11 of the Champions Boat League, colored by Nerolac here in Kallada, Kollam. It's been amazing to see how the serene village has come alive with the CBL races today. The teams finishing first, second, third will take home 5, 3 and 1 lakh respectively. On the dais we have with us Member of Legislative Assembly Mr. Kunyamon, District Collector Kollam Mr. Abdul Nasser, Mr. Binu Karunakaran, President Gram Panchayat, Director Tourism Mr. Balakiran IAS, Cluster Head HDFC Bank Mr. Hari Vijayan, Mr. Rajesh Chandran from Kansai Nerolac. May I request Mr. Chandran to give away the Nerolac Excel Fastest Team of the Day 5-point award to Team Tropical Titans, who clocked the best timing of 3 minutes 43.91 seconds. And for the top 3 winners, may I request Mr. Hari Vijayan from HDFC Bank to present the second runners-up check to Team Mighty Oars. Team Mighty Oars. May I request Mr. Abdul Nazar to present the check to the first runners-up, Team Raging Rowers. And for the big winners, I request Mr. Kunyamon to present the check to the favorites, Team Tropical Titans. Over from the presentation. Thank you teams for your superb performances. Our sponsors, Nerolac, KSFE, Still, HDFC Bank, our radio partners, Club FM, our very special guests on the presentation dais, our audiences from Kerala, tourists from across India and the world, and the several millions more watching us live on TV from the comfort of their houses. Thank you for participating in today's races. We will see you next week for the last time this season at Kollam, again for the finale on November 23rd. Can't wait to know who will take the second and third place.
Champions Boat League 2019, after 11 race days, it's the Tropical Titans once again who have shown their class, shown their supremacy and stamped their authority here by maintaining their top position. Tropical Titans 108 points plus 50. That makes it 158. Raging Rovers currently on the second place. Course Dominators and Mighty Oars on the third place. But that's what the fight is all about for the second and the third position, because the Tropical Titans have just been undisposable at the top.
10 out of 11 races, not too bad, I must say. The Tropical Titans really showing what champions are made of. And the Champions Boat League has been the Titans Boat League so far. One more race remains, and there maybe we will have a new winner, or maybe it will be goal for goal, but only time will tell. What remains to be seen is what new performance strategy will each of these teams bring to the board at the next amazing race that we have lined up for you in Kollam, which is in the same district, by the way, in Kerala, but at a different venue, at the Ashtamudi Lake, one of the most idyllic locations in probably all of the world.
Oh, that's where the culmination is going to be. A perfect 10 today for the Tropical Titans with one race to go, the grand finale of the Champions Boat League 2019.
An exciting race of historic proportions on 23rd November, live from Kollam. It will be the ultimate face-off of the Champions Boat League at the President's Boat Race in Kollam.
ചന്തമുള്ള ചരുപ്പൻ വഞ്ചി എന്റെ വഞ്ചി ഇരട്ട വഞ്ചി